Broadcasting live from the Trichomes.com studios in Southern California. It's time for your Morning Buzz. We bring you late-breaking news that keeps you up to date with what's happening in the cannabis industry.
It's Friday, July 16th, and this is your Trichomes Morning Buzz. First up, U.S. Senator Cory Booker stated this week that they will, quote, lay myself down, end quote, to prevent any other lawmakers from passing cannabis banking laws before the Senate passes comprehensive cannabis policy changes, such as the federal decriminalization proposal they and Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer recently presented. I'm telling you right now, if somebody in the Senate tries to do just a banking bill, Senator Booker remarked, it will only serve to continually benefit rich persons in the multi-billion-dollar sector while ignoring the horrors of the war on drugs. It's impermissible to just do it so that some people can get rich and not do something about the people who are languishing with criminal convictions, to not do something on restorative justice, not to make sure that the business opportunities that are created are given a fair playing field, where right now, in many states, someone who has a criminal conviction for selling marijuana can't get a license now, added Booker. Yet, the primary sponsor of the cannabis banking proposal in the U.S. House of Representatives says they concur with the necessity for a bigger policy shift, but that Congress should go forward with more modest reforms as quickly as feasible for public safety purposes. Next up, following the release of the draft proposal from Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer, Senate Finance Committee Chairman Ron Wyden, and Senator Cory Booker to decriminalize cannabis on a federal level, the subject has sparked a number of debates, with backing from the White House still in doubt. Senator Schumer will need at least 60 votes to overcome a filibuster and get the proposal passed in the Senate, which is split 50-50 between Democrats and Republicans. Senators are well aware that whip votes will be required if the proposal is to succeed. We don't have the votes necessary at this point, Schumer said during the press conference, but we have a large majority of our caucus for it. We're going to show it to the others and say, well, what don't you like? What do you like? And we'll see if we can get the support. We're going to put our muscle behind it, all our effort behind it, and we're going to get this done ASAP. The proposal is not an official bill, but rather a discussion draft. Senators will accept public and congressional feedback through September 1st before submitting the finalized bill text. Although it has been called a federal cannabis legalization bill by various media outlets, Trichomes.com noted that the bill does not directly legalize cannabis. It is, at its core, a proposal about states' rights. If enacted, the Cannabis Administration and Opportunity Act would abolish the federal prohibition by eliminating it from the list of federally controlled substances, putting the Food and Drug Administration and the Alcohol and Tobacco Tax and Trade Bureau in control of industry regulation and leaving it up to the states to legalize or restrict the plant. Last up, U.S. President Joe Biden still opposes federal cannabis legalization, according to comments from White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki in a press conference moments after Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer and lawmakers presented a long-awaited draft proposal this week. Psaki did say, though, that moves to promote more gradual reforms, such as possession decriminalization, would be encouraged by President Biden, as promised during the election campaign. Nothing has changed, and there's no new endorsements of legislation to report today, Psaki said during the briefing. Psaki's comments are disappointing to supporters, but they're not surprising given Biden's long-standing resistance to recreational cannabis legalization, which is favored by the general public and especially with Democrats. After renowned U.S. runner Sha'Carri Richardson was disqualified from the Tokyo Olympics due to a positive cannabis screening, Biden surprised some by saying that international sports regulations on cannabis should be reassessed. That, though, is a long way from embracing significant legislative reforms. That was today's Buzz. Thanks for listening. For more cannabis news and insights from industry professionals and a place to discuss these stories and others, visit trichomes.com. And be sure to catch up with all of our other cannabis industry-related podcasts like Hash It Out, Careers in Cannabis, or the International Cannabis Conversation, wherever you get your podcasts. For trichomes.com, I'm RJ Balde, signing off.